You don't know what's in this.
This happened while we were gone? Wow, those are all the places we went when we left to save Equestria.
Yes, I was wrong when I said that stuff that happened in the movie wasn't gonna happen in the show. Is everybody happy now?
There's that horrid town where we were almost sold.
If they reference everything that happened in the movie except for Kappa, I'm gonna be pissed.
I mean, the world is filled with so many different creatures who know nothing about friendship. We need help if we're gonna teach them all about friendship.
Yeah, those other species can't possibly know what we know. Let's go civilize them.
I used to wonder...
Hey, I heard there was gonna be a new opening. Why is it still the same? I bet it's gonna be a complete improvement in every way. There's not gonna be any underwhelming animation or poorly timed music at all.
Oh, Twilight, you were my star pupil. If anyone knows how to run a school, it's you.
That's right. If you've been to school, you can run a school. God said so. Write it down.
But princess or no, we expect you to do things by the book.
Of course they got Maurice LaMarche. Who else could they get with his acting talent?
EEA approval is granted.
If you need me, I'm gonna be going to take over the world with Rob Paulson while we're making another Animaniacs season that hopefully won't suck. Now for sale at... not Toys R Us because it's bankrupt.
Teaching? They're gonna think I'm an egghead.
I know, right? Darn those smart people with their creating infrastructure and curing diseases.
You're sure you want us to be teachers in classrooms?
Shouldn't we have had this conversation before we opened?
Not even a teeny
But then all the other students are gonna think it's okay for them to bring one in and that it's gonna be like a thing.
Friendship is something that needs to be shared with every creature.
Inclusive terminology? Obviously a terrorist.
I'm Sandbar. Are you a student here too?
This guy.
Sandbar, stop using my sea turtles as surfboards! Why? You do it. I get consent!
No, I just figured I'd randomly stand here and see how many ponies would walk into me.
I like him. He can stay.
Ah, thought you'd be cooler.
I have broken the sound barrier more often than you've had Oh, and by the way, as a teacher, go sit in detention, you snot-nosed gawky.
Ocellus, what did we talk about?
I am just never gonna be okay with this new changeling design. Okay, never mind, I'm over it. She's so cute!
Can't teach being honest, not sure what to do.
How to be honest. Don't lie. Here's your diplomas. But seriously, Applejack, did you not come to school with a lesson plan? This song is a million times more fun when you play it on 2.5 speed.
Not any question on how to have fun. The students look bored now, what have I done? Can't teach being honest, not sure what to do. I'm quite certain I'm lost, none of us has a clue. Yes, tough, just not nasty.
Tough, just not nasty. I'm gonna frame that one.
Just a friendly discussion about the magic of friendship amongst friends.
JJ, stop putting the student in bondage.
Things are getting off to a rougher start than expected, but that's okay.
Who are you and what have you done with Twilight Sparkle?
I don't know if that was just really well delivered or if I'm really tired.
Every school in Equestria follows these rules. As long as we do too, we'll be fine.
Twilight, any part of that book mention that your teachers should have lessons plans before the first day of school? No magic in the hallways!
I'm taking the students to the lake to look at our divine reflections. Oh, that sounds nice.
You wasn't even fazed by that! That's so sad.
Before we know it.
Problems?
That is stereotyping, and on behalf of Stephen Strange's Everywhere, I am very offended.
Rainbow Dash, why aren't you in class teaching? Because my students are gone?
Okay, how many students are here? Because there is a huge crowd, but it looks like you only have these 6. And if you only have these 6, you had a student-teacher ratio of 1-to-1, over 1-to-1, and you lost 100% of your students. Twilight, go home. This failed. You failed.
And how do you know these creatures won't take what they have learned here and use it against us.
Use friendship against us?
You failed to meet the EEA's standards?
What?
I get it. This is a long-winded Pinky and the Brain scheme where they take over the world by making all the schools incompetent. Joke's on them, someone's already doing that.
Sure, the EEA closed your friendship school, but now you've got time to do other stuff.
Right, like washing my 20,000 pillows.
But the EEA rulebook doesn't matter.
She ate the book. Now I gotta kill her.
The school was a disaster. So was I when you met me.
It's actually a pretty good strategy for Starlight to talk Twilight out of all of her problems because all she needs to do is go, hey, remember when I was a cult leader? That was way worse than this.
I was so focused on doing things the EEA way.
Instead of making sure that all of you guys knew what the fuck you were doing.
2 small problems. The school is still unaccredited.
You know, his entire problem goes away if you just didn't call it a school and called it what it was, which is like a junior ambassadors club. Which you should do anyway, because Friendship School is a stupid name.
I just found stairs!
And then upon visiting the Crystal Empire, her head exploded. Hey, remember when Rarity kicked a manticore? And then entrails reigned for 7 days and 7 nights.
Is not a school.
It's not an EEA school. It's a friendship school.
But you are still an organization that was put in charge of other people's children, which you proved to be completely incompetent in, so I'm still voting for fired. Twilight, do your job and stop making me root for the racist douchebag.
It simply won't work.
You fool, that'll never work.
I seem to recall something about Earth ponies, unicorns, and Pegasi doing something similar. Don't you?
Or, alternative approach, I'm motherfucking God, so do what I say or get melanoma.